Right? It's 12:30. I'm into my first half hour of my one-man protest. I want to show you something. I'm going to flip the screen to give you an example of the incompetence of this government. What you're looking at there is the corner, Prime Minister's office. And you see size of the hole that all of these people have to try to maneuver. It's in the dead center. And it's causing, look at the stress the drivers going through. When two cars, when one is coming out and when one is coming in. And I've never even noticed this before. People who don't see that hole there, damaging their points. Look at the lack of a sidewalk in the next block. Prime Minister's office is here. That means cabinet meetings are held here. Minister of Works and Transport, the man responsible for that, comes here. Conditions of the road. Look at the roads we deal with. This is outside the Prime Minister's office. This is outside the Prime Minister's office. If outside the Prime Minister's office could be like this, what do you for the rest of us? Yeah? But this protest is calling on the Prime Minister to dissolve the Parliament. I'm stealing the use of the words coined by the outgoing United States ambassador when he was rude to our Commissioner of Police, who told him to fire himself. But if the ambassador had the common sense that he was supposed to have that job, he would realize the Commissioner of Police cannot stop violent crime being fueled by a drug trade and the free flow of guns across porous borders with a government that will do nothing to stop it. We've been calling for 2 years now since this government has come to power for a maritime security wall. The repurposing of 6 to 8 oil barges to accommodate customs, coast guard, army, police, equipped with fast attack boats, helicopters, connected by the 360-degree radar that could see into Brazil and Florida, so that any marine craft approaching this country could be stopped and checked. All of a sudden, the drug trade and the gun trade would come to a halt, and then the Commissioner of Police and his people would be able to pick up the guns that are in the country. So when the ambassador told the Commissioner of Police to fire himself, I thought he was wrong. But I love the term, fire yourself. Because Westminster has a remedy for the dysfunction of the government that we are saddled with right now. The government have to put himself in harm's way to turn that corner. Because the Minister of Works and Transport, who comes to cabinet meetings, look at that, look at how that person has to turn the corner. The Minister of Works and Transport, who comes to meetings in this building behind us here, paid for with taxpayers' dollars, don't have common sense, don't have the understanding, the professionalism to know that this is outside of the Prime Minister's office, the seat of power in the country. At least here, if anywhere, the roads should be properly managed, yes? We need this government to face reality. They have failed in office. Like many people who plan a wedding with no idea of what a marriage is, this government spent 5 years campaigning. This party, political party, spent 5 years campaigning. All they have left now is more and more campaigning. All they give you now is more and more talk, more and more bacchanal. That's all they bring to the table. Not a plan, not a program, not a policy. Where's your food production minister's plan to lower the cost of food, while party financiers and investors make $5 billion a year importing our food bill? Where's your Minister of Food Production? Where's your Minister of National Security to deal with the violent crime and the murder, the people living in fear? Where's your Minister of Health to take the $6.25 billion that's going to be spent on healthcare this year and offer the people something like professional service with dignity and respect? Where? I want to make this hole famous. I want to see if they're going to come and deal with it. Because I believe the Minister of Works and Transport will allow this to continue and come here for meetings regularly. Anyway, I'll update you again in 15 minutes. This is me outside the Prime Minister's office. Thank you.